Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Minnesota.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cano has it. Throw on to first will take care of Span for the game's first out. Here's Rougned Odor now, head-to-head against Gavin Floyd. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Ball one. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's inside. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Way late, and he's in there easily at second. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike two. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Full count. 3-2.
Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Odor is on his way home. And the run will score as the Twins grab the early 1-0 lead. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 8.
Carlos Gonzalez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Another 0-2 home. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Now at the plate, Joey Gallo. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And another foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here now is Nori Aoki to start things out in the home half of inning number 1.
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder, Nori Aoki.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The 1-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gregorius onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, right fielder.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it. Were led offensively the same. Alexei Ramirez. Picture perfect there. He's our standing in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Eduardo.
Down the third baseline. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
In the second spot tonight, center fielder, number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Into the windup and the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Fouled back. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Peralta. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Third, right fielder.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he saw that ball pretty good. Too bad he couldn't keep it fair.
Comes set, and the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Albert now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Albert Pujols.
And this is low, ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
A big pass at a slider that gets past him. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that. Stepping up now, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Jonathan Villar.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hask battles with Scherzer. 2 for 9. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Another one sent foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. At the plate, David Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Right fielder.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now he lifts a high pop-up. drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third baseman
Evan Longoria comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Past battles with Scherzer. He's got 8 hits in 37 tries. 11 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
Yadier Molina.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. He took this hack at that slider. He thought it was going to be over the plate, and it just kept running away.
Hardy, it's short. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left. On the move, he tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Left fielder, Alex.
Now at the plate, Alex Murillo. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez. He grounds it sharply to third. Up with it is Longoria. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out. Here's Jonathan Scope now, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Second baseman.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
Catcher.
Into the windup and the pitch. Yasmani Grandal is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
Looked like he was sitting on the hard stuff right there. Stayed right on it, stayed with it. Hard line drive. Great game plan.
Howie Kendrick is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. From the stretch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layup.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and in steps the shortstop J.J. Hardy. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone. And so striding forward now, Chase Utley. And he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Utley.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Third baseman
Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Scorched to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He's out.
Center fielder number 2.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Denard Span. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across. Here's Juan Lagares. Past battles with Scherzer, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. In there, no balls and a strike. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Juan Lagares is sent packing to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Jonathan Villar will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
The right fielder,
David Peralta is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Murillo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Runner goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll head to the... Andrew Heaney will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 40, Andrew Heaney.
Digging in to try it again, Nelson Cruz. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Right fielder.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Albert Pujols comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line drive to left, and Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Eric Hosmer. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
15, second baseman.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Chopped in front of home plate. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Striding in once again, Yasmani Grandal. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the... Down go the Twins in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Chris Heston, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
He's set, and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Up next,
here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez. Comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Longoria's got it for out number 2. At the plate, Chase Utley. He's 0-for-1 thus far.
Utley.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Now the 0-1. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Nice pitch right there. You got him out in front on an off-speed pitch, and you know what? Right there, you know he's looking fastball. Runner at second. He wants to drive something in, really anxious. You took his aggressiveness and used it against him.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. 2-strike changeup. I like the thought process, and he got it on the corner. I got to give the hitter some credit for fouling that one off.
And Utley out in front of it as this one's on the ground to his opposite number at second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that. Here's Howie Kendrick. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
Leading off for the Twins.
In there, strike 1.
Howie Kendrick.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short, fielded by Ramirez. On to first as the throw takes care of Hardy, 2 away. Here's Juan Lagares, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Cruz is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Twins are set. 1 Nicasio. takes over to
Now
start the
pitching for
6th inning
Twins,
on the mound.
Number 13. Juan Nicasio.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Hardy at short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. A windup and the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Here's Nelson Cruz now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. Cruz awaits the 1-0. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, look at Longo. What an outstanding play to end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Villar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 8.
David Peralta is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Hit hard toward the right side, but taken in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Evan Longoria is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game. He continues to pound the outside.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Robert Hutton is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Robert Hutton.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His 2nd pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here's a high pop-up. Hardy is there for it. 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Hard hit ball to second. Scope is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 3.
Ready for another chance. Alex Murillo. And this is fouled at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Man, he's strong. You see him hold up on that 0-2 pitch? You got to be ready to hit, but man, way to hold up.
And this is going to be a foul ball. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Hoying will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
31, Jared Hoying.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Murillo racing back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. In now, Jonathan Scope.
15, second baseman.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left.
Oh, he was geared up for that pitch. He got what he wanted. He just got out in front of it.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Manuel Margot will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 7, Manuel Margot.
There's a changeup over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Now batting, left fielder, Howie.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
0-2.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Jeanette is there. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the Twins. Tommy Lane has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Jeffrey Marte is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman.
Leading off for the Rays.
Grounded down the third baseline, and that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Marte.
Ready once again, Chase Utley. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Chase Utley.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game. So he'll step out and ask for time. Mike Napoli will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Mike Napoli.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And time to check out the line score for this spring training affair. Both teams working the kinks out as we play the 8th inning tonight. Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Kendrick ranging back. Gone! And that two-run home run delivers an 8th-inning lead.
Well, he tried to sneak the fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Another 0-2 home. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Ready on 1-2. Slow bouncer to the right side. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. On the move is Lagares. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Wow, nice job laying off that sinker down. If you could recognize it early and see that it's starting low, you know it's only going to go down from there.
He'll try again. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. A full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
High in the air out to center field. Lagares is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Digging in, J.J. Hardy. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Pujols will stay with it as he back.
12. Juan Lagares.
Nick Dawley answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th.
Number 54, Nick Dawley.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Juan Lagares is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Villar. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And he lays off there. 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great discipline hitting.
That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey, sometimes you got to just get lucky. He got out in front, hooked it, and just found the hole.
Striding in once again, David Peralta. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Got him. 1 left for Minnesota. Number 46 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Albert Pujols will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, here it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number
Here's
4.
the catcher, Yadier Molina. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming their direction.
Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now, behind 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Rupp recovers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in once again, Scooter Gennett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch. In his
Leading off the bottom of the 9th for the Twins. Third baseman, Evan
Koji Uehara is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Koji Uehara.
This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up on the backhand, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Here's Jeffrey Marte now.
Jeffrey Marte.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
That was a good pitch right there. Started at the knees, got the hard sink down, got him to swing right through it. Beautiful.
Liner toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Jonathan.
Francisco Rodriguez comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 57,
Jonathan Scope comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Fouled straight back. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Ready on 1 and 2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike. And that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 30.
Swing and a liner. And he'll put this one away. And with that, the ball game is over. And guys, the Rays victory by the start turned in by this man, Max Scherzer. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Well, I was impressed by this outing, no doubt. The numbers don't lie. 7 1/3, very solid innings. And when you do that, you give your team a good chance to win a ball.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the New York Yankees and the Rays. So digging in now, Willie Wagner. He will lead this one off today.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, Willie
And
Wagner.
spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with a hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Shepard is right there, one down.
Batting second, right fielder, Edward Otto.
Into the box now, Edward Otto. Here comes the first pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst a crowd of foul ball. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Cruz on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third.
Coming to the
Center
plate
fielder,
now,
number
A.J.
11.
Pollock. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The 0-2 home. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that. Striding into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
And that misses for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Cabrera's up with it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second.
Stepping
Center
into the
fielder,
box, Ted Shepard. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Third, right fielder.
Stepping in, Nelson Cruz. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. Chop foul at the plate, strike one.
Oh, he was right on that one. A breaking ball right in his wheelhouse. And just, oh, man, he had good timing.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with two men out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Good job of holding up on the 0-2 pitch right there, because clearly he was wanting to chase it.
A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate, Steve Pearce. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And there's ball one. 1-1, here it comes. Fouled back.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here now is his dribble Cabrera. His line against Justin Verlander, 17 hits in 66 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded by Ramirez. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Here's Albert now. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. Into the windup and the pitch. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. Parra is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting fifth. Left fielder.
Here's Jason Ward. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, and even 10 hits in 32 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. On to first, and Worth is set down. There are 2 away.
Batting sixth.
Here's Mike Napoli now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Backhanded. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from St. Pete, Florida. Nice look there at nearby Clearwater. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously an important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it.
Ouch, that one hit him. In now, Kurt Suzuki. His line against Justin Verlander, 14 hits in 42 ABs. Called at part of the plate, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Coming to the plate now, Gerardo Parra. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead, 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Willie Wagner. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he's set down 1 away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Yadier Molina.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hit.
And oh, this is off the second base bag. And they will recover and throw him out at first. And that is a bizarre play.
The shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Alexi Ramirez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Otto ranging back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
Well, that ball was scorched. Now, I know it didn't hit the wall in the air, but it gets to the wall. And he still made a good decision not to go to second, to go back to first base. I think had he continued on, he probably would have been out.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One 0 count. Here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. The relay throw. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edward Otto. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock comes into this at bat. For 1 in the ball game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's the advantage of having a good two-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Just got great extension and didn't miss the pitch.
Now batting.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Oh, he hung that one. And man, did he bang it. Just didn't keep it fair.
Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Asdrubal Cabrera is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
Inside, he misses ball 4. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Wilmer Flores is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Up next for the Yankees.
So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Ready for another chance? Ted Shepard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, number 0.
On the ground up the middle. Cabrera towards second. He's got it. A quick out number 1.
The right fielder, number 23.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
The first base.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. High in the air out to center field. Shepard has a read on it, and that's the 1st out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Innis Gerardo Parra comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Willie Wagner stands in as he looks at a called strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that. Digging in to try it again. Jason Worth. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he's really having good success in this game, and you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out. I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up. Back-to-back fastballs. He blew the first one by him and said, here we go, try it again. And he said, come on, bring it, I'm ready. And he timed it perfectly.
Mike Napoli will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great success on that exploding fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but you have to get your bat in the position to get on top of it. And it's just too hard to do all those things and think you're going to square it up. We always talk about the difference of how you can't pick up a pitch, the deception of pitchers pitch with. That's a perfect example right there. Because the ball's coming out of the same arm slot, it's hard to pick.
Ouch, that one hit him. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Scooter Gennett.
And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 0-2. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out. Digging in, Yadier Molina. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Molina.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Up next for Tampa
Ready
Bay,
now, Alexi Ramirez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Kershaw comes set. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. A 1 pitch on its way. This is grounded foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Again, he sends it out of play. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Edward Otto. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. Hit back up the middle towards second. Jeanette is there, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Steve Pearce now, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. A high fastball is in there.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
This is where getting ahead in the count really pays off for you. Now you can get him to chase a pitch, maybe get a ground ball, double play, or a strikeout. Either way, it's going to help your cause.
Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Number 13, Cabrera.
Fouled back.
clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. The 0-2 once more. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Eduardo Nunez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ted Shepard. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Lifted in the air to center field. Pollock has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 23.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Nelson Cruz is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging the bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating them. Boy, Matt, he's making this good team look silly. He's about 1 pitch away. I mean, 1 good strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will.
Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location, but hit to a good hitter. You just don't see him miss many pitches like that.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Wilmer Flores is retired to start out the 7th. Mike Moustakas is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
This one's down to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, sometimes you got to just get lucky. He got out in front, hooked it, and just found a hole.
Fielder.
Stepping in now, Gerardo Parra, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. No hits to this point. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And Cruz will put this one away to retire. Ready for another chance? Albert Pujols, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
First baseman, Albert.
Line drive to left. And that'll be a base hit for Pujols. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late in the game, leadoff single. Now, they still got some work to do. You got the tying run on the on-deck circle, but they've got a shot now.
First pitch on its way. Jason Worth is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
From the stretch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll get in there easily as the tying run's at second now with nobody out. Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Joe Biagini is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play.
You love this situation right here, Matt. Runner on second, no outs. You either get him over or you get him in. Worst case, get him over and the next guy drives him in.
There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Striding in once again, Yadier Molina, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second. Hit into the outfield. And this is pulled hard but foul. They brought their gloves for that one out there.
Oh, he was geared up for that pitch. He got what he wanted. He just got out in front of it.
Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Napoli rounds the corner and is headed home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Oh, and the tag will get him at the plate as the potential tying run is cut down trying to score. Digging in to try it again, Alexi Ramirez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. This one's flared out toward left. Parra is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Willie Wagner.
Erasmo Ramirez is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Erasmo Ramirez.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The right fielder,
ready once again, Edward Otto. He's 2 for 3 thus far. This ball will be chopped foul. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Tell you what, man, he looks locked in to me. You know, I played with a guy named Larry Milburn. He said he looks hitterish. You see that swing right there? I know he missed it, but he was on it. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. And good for him. Edward Otto has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one. Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Here's Steve Pearce now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The Yankees do get one. Andrew Miller. Bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Andrew
stepping
Miller.
up now, Eduardo Nunez. Lifetime against Andrew Miller, 1 for 4. This is line to left. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
Digging in once again, Ted Shepard. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Now a snap move over to first, but the runner's back easily. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
1-1. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner will get back standing. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And another foul ball. One and 2. Here it comes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Albert now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot. First home run of the campaign for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Here's Jason Worth. as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Digging in the...
Hitting out for the Yankees, shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Nick Dawley will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Shepard moves over. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
You talk about a free swinger. First pitch, and he hits a ball that's down and away and gets a base hit. Man, that's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I got to tip my cap to him. He executed it.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Here's the first pitch. Kurt Suzuki is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. Two straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up. Those 0-2 curves.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mariano Padilla is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Danny Espinosa is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Second base, number 20.
Swing and a liner.
Danny Espinosa.
But this is foul near the seats. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Tap down the line. Padilla gloves it. And a rather easy first out.
The batter, number 7.
Stepping into the box,
baseman.
Scooter Gennett. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
And the big bat for the Rays this afternoon belonged to this fella, Albert Pujols. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Game again, and he really had a great game.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Nick Dawley claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The Yankees, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Our paid attendance at Tropicana Field this afternoon, a sellout of 45,000. The Rays thank you and hope you'll join us again real soon.